नमस्कार, मैं हरबंश नागो के वीडियो जर्नलिस्ट बंटी डीगरा के साथ एक्सक्लूसिव सोशल मीडिया के पास, बल्कि इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मीडिया का ही दूसरे हमारे पास विशेष रिपोर्ट है आपके लिए। वो है कि एम्स के लिए जो एक नया इतिहास बनाया गया है। आज डॉक्टर शक्ति गुप्ता, जिनको कमान यहाँ के एआईआईएमएस विजयपुर की दी गई है, आज विशेष तौर पर सचिव स्वास्थ्य एवं परिवार कल्याण मंत्रालय के आईएएस वरिष्ठ अधिकारी राजेश भूषण स्वयं आए, यहाँ एक एग्जीबिशन को देखा और जो आज एमओयू किया गया है अलग अलग संगठनों के साथ, जिसमें देश विदेश है। जैसे डॉक्टर रॉबिन पिल्ले हैं अमेरिका से, एक एमओयू उसमें नया आयाम दिया गया है। साथ ही साथ जिस तरीके से हिमाचल देवभूमि जिसे कहा जाता है, वहाँ से जो सारी आईएसएम या आयुर्वेदिक पद्धति है जो यूनिवर्सिटी रिसर्च की है, उनके साथ एमओयू हुआ है। और साथ ही साथ आईआईएम के डायरेक्टर श्री सहाय जम्मू में हैं, उनके साथ एमओयू हुआ है। आइए इस पर हम आपको दिखाते हैं ये विशेष रिपोर्ट।
Good evening, everybody. Respected Shri Rajesh Bhushan ji, Union Secretary of Mental Health, Government of India, all dignitaries, and I extend a warm welcome to all of you for this important event. And we have actually with us from experts from different technical fields, and I'll not take much time because already we are stretching over time. So with these words actually, so I again thank you everybody for joining at a very short moment and making this event very successful. Thank you so much.
Can you all together can we share or we do
सर थोड़ा
you can also hold it from outside. Okay.
लो सब वीडियो कुछ तक होगा
आपको बोलना पड़ेगा। मेरा वो होना चाहिए।
Of his institution.
Thank you so
I
much.
have stayed in Kayakal.
Okay. Thank you.
कवर को भी यूज कर सकते हैं। रनिंग कर दिया
सर भाई के सर
आइए
सर
We welcome Professor R.K. Gupta, sir.
सर यार के मोबाइल वाला
Thank you.
You have to reverse this. Shoot it. The last
You
is
can fold it, sir. You can fold it.
close it. Oh, that's very good.
Once again, actually, good evening. It is a very landmark actually movement. It is sort of a new dawn of synergism of knowledge between two contemporary systems of medicine. Today we will be signing a historic MOU between Himalayan Research Institute for Yoga and Naturopathy in the name of IACAL at Palumpur, District Kangra, Himachal Pradesh, which is a ISO certified institute and aims Jammu, established by Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, which are two of the world-class institutions. Today we are also signing, we have already signed an MOU with the University of Alabama, USA, to surge forward in technological field of artificial intelligence, machine learning, augmented and virtual reality in healthcare. These MOUs are aimed at facilitating collaboration towards advancement of knowledge and its application in practice on the basis of reciprocity, best effort, mutual benefit, and frequent interaction to establish mutual cooperation between the parties for initializing research programs, projects, scientific and clinical validation of integrated system of treatment, patenting of indigenous medical treatments, organizing international conferences, symposia, and skill development programs. I am indeed privileged to be addressing the august gathering on this very important issue. It is relevant to be contextual, and I intend to showcase our vision for fortifying the academic goals, what we are going to achieve with these MOUs. Developing an integrated curriculum, it is important to unleash the power of ancient Indian healthcare system by testing its relevance along with current day methods. It can provide platform to obviate the side effects of conventional medicines, reduce the stress levels, and lead to happier state in emotional well-being. The idea behind making an academic think tank is to give opportunities to the faculty members and young researchers to think differently and come out with the out-of-box ideas to work towards developing an augmentative culture to achieve wellness for all. The institutions shall jointly agree about the formulation, delivery of the advisory and consultancy services to external parties. The faculties of these institutes shall apply for collaborative projects jointly for national and international funding following institutional norms. The projects of mutual interest shall be routed through monitoring mechanism of respective institutes for further processing. Another area is collaborative research and publications. Our institute will provide individual contact among scholars, students, and personnel of the institutions to provide opportunities for both staff and students to use to maximum the expertise and the facilities available in both the organizations through training of students, staff, and through exchange of thoughts by brainstorming sessions, seminars, workshops, and meetings.
Our institute also agreed to support the exchange of academic research and training material and sharing of academic data, scientific information, intellectual property, articles and publications. The joint effort with all the institutions will help towards attainment of holistic healthcare. Collaborative research between AIIMS, Jammu, Kayakalp, all the two this institute, Alabama University, and on areas like meditation, yoga, naturopathy, acupressure, acupuncture, then Panchtantra, besides diabetes, cardiac diseases, role of diet, these all can be planned active in mutual this consensus. This will open new horizons of healthcare wellness. Our vision is not restricted by the geographical boundaries. We will make earnest endeavor to reach out to various neighboring countries also to augment their health and wellness quotient. We want to bring our neighboring nations, for example Nepal, Bhutan and Sri Lanka, on a common platform to promote research on varied aspects and to share the noble and innovative ideas of our young researchers to bring out the best. The futuristic collaboration will surely open new vistas and usher in the power of our ancient medicine to the world. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. I would like to invite and request Professor Y.K. Gupta, sir, Honorable President AIIMS Jammu, to kindly grace the occasion and address the
ये हमेशा करते हैं अपनी मीटिंग।
Thank you very much. I, on behalf of All India Institute of Medical Sciences, Bhopal, welcome Secretary and all the members here. I would straight go to the signing MOU. What is the importance and what we look for and why we sign MOU between the two institutions. Signing MOU should not be a ritual process. It should be a process which starts with ritual but should end in delivery. Why I am saying so? Because I have been part of signing or witnessing hundreds of MOUs between several institutions. But some MOU, they flourish, they multiply, and they benefit the faculty and the human science as well as the humanity. But many MOU, they just what we call as a valley of death. And this valley of death is a very natural process because an enthusiastic director, enthusiastic faculty, enthusiastic dean, at one time they sign MOU, but in absence of a laid down sustainable process, when they go from the scene, the MOU also go. And that has, we have, in fact, when I was dean at AIIMS Delhi, the assigning MOU was every 15-day process. And I do not know how many MOU are still functional. And I do not want that MOU, series of MOU to be here. And I'm sure that when Shakti is here, he will create a system that these MOU, even after he leaves, after creating a should work. Coming on to the first MOU, which I would say between Kayakalp and AIIMS Bhopal. This was in our wish list for long. When I have been associated, I know Kayakalp right from its inception rather than before its inception. When the Kayakalp was, when we visited that place, looking at the ground, that this should be the place of hospital, this should be the place of the best place where you can see the best of the world's natural beauty, and half of the disease will automatically go and rest half will go with the intervention which they provide. But the issue is, how does it act? Why does it act? Will the world accept this philosophy, this outcome, based on the scientific parameter, based on the contemporary parameters, which is based on the contemporary research methodology, including investigation, including biostudies, and can we communicate the results in a manner published in a journal which is communicated across the globe. And that requires integration. And where there will be input from the academic institution like AIIMS Bhopal, AIIMS Jammu, AIIMS Delhi. And here is the nearest opportunity, this is what we call as the low-hanging institution. Doing collaboration with AIIMS Delhi, it will be excellent, but it's difficult. Valley of death is more possible. Valley of sustainable with AIIMS Jammu is more. I am again giving one challenge because AIIMS Jammu is a budding institution rather. The faculty are yet to join. The patients will yet to come. This is perhaps you can call as a at the moment weakness. But we will put this not as a weakness, we will put this as a strength because our faculty has much time to think about at this stage, to draft the protocol and to start the structure in a way that when these projects will come, we have a reasonable, optimized infrastructure for the requirement of the research which will fund it jointly. And that's why when we discussed with Dr. Shakti, and he said that let a core strength of faculty from physiology, biochemistry, pathology, pharmacology be created who will identify, prioritize the research area in Kayakalp which requires scientific validation. Not only scientific validation is one, but identifying new areas and then funding is opportunity for your getting into the different funding agencies. So tremendous opportunity. So congratulations to Kayakalp and the second is equally important with University of Alabama. Artificial intelligence and AI and machine learning. Tomorrow will be the day of artificial intelligence and machine learning, be it in the diagnostic, be it in the epidemiology, be it in the prognosis, be it in the management, and be it in the policy making process. And that's why the Minister, Secretary, everybody is talking of the meaningful AI. And what is important thing AI is you have to have technology and you need to have an input. So I hope that the University of Alabama, by their interest, they will provide a necessary technology which is equally well available in India. But the clinical material, the biochemical material, the epidemiological data which is available in India, for India, will not be available in Alabama. When we sign MOU, we must understand what is the strength of one partner and what is the complementary strength of other party. If you do not understand this, signing of MOU will be not really good. So once you identify your strength and then see that how best this strength can be transferred to other institutions and vice versa. That can be through the exchange of seminars and what Dr. Shakti has very rightly mentioned. So that is, I think I congratulate University of Alabama, and of course I should not congratulate myself being the president of this institute, but I congratulate Dr. Shakti and all the members here who made a tremendous effort, initiative, and I can assure Secretary here that at least for next decade these two MOUs will flourish. And once they are established, once they reach adolescence, the adulthood is always achieved. So thank you very much.
Now I would like to invite Shri Rajesh Bhushan Sir, IAS, Secretary Health and Family Welfare, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India, to kindly grace the occasion and address the guest. Sir.
There will be more conversations. So there is a room full of luminaries here. So Dr. Y.K. Gupta, Dr. Shakti Gupta, Ghulam Mir Sahab, Umar Javed Shah Sahab, Professor Rubin Pillai, Professor Sahai, Professor Gaur, Professor Sharma, Principal of the Jammu Government Medical College, Sanjeev Sood ji, and all other dignitaries seated on this table and off the table. This is very important because this, at a granular sense, showcases what the Government of India is thinking. So what is it that Government of India is thinking when we talk of the health space? Government of India has now very proactively emphasized the fact that health is not only preventive health, health is not only curative health, health is promotive. Promotive, curative and preventive taken together. So basically it's a movement from health to wellness to well-being. So therefore there is a role for modern allopathic medicine, there is a role for Indian systems of medicine, whether it is yoga or siddha or ayurveda or Unani. There is a role for it, even Sowa Rigpa, which is followed in the Buddhist belt of Ladakh and Sikkim and parts of Bhutan. So, and this area has been neglected. So that is one focus. Therefore, the institutions dealing with modern medicine need to interact more with institutions that deal with yoga, with Ayurveda, both in terms of pre-surgical procedures and post-surgical recovery. Because surgery, Shalya Kriya is something which is also mentioned in our ancient text, but lot of studies have already been done in interventions which are pre-surgical and interventions which are post-surgical and which are not part of the mainstream modern medicine. So that process of validating those interventions need to proceed ahead. So that's one strand. The other strand is that the Government of India increasingly is now thinking and is convinced that we cannot have institutions dealing exclusively in one discipline alone. So the outcome of this thinking is that why should IIT Kanpur not have a medical college? And they are going to have one very shortly. Why should IIT Kharagpur not have a medical college? So this interplay between health and technology, health and artificial intelligence, health and machine learning, health and management, how do we better manage our health facilities? How do we manage the health, the human resource for health? So these are all cross-cutting issues and they can be addressed only when you have a mechanism or a framework in place, and these MOUs provide that mechanism. So that is something that I wanted to share with you. I could have spoken at length, but then I have a flight to catch. But it's a pleasure interacting with you, and I hope that this is not a one-off interaction. This is the beginning of many such interactions that we would have now that the country is reporting less than 5,000 cases in 24 hours from a peak of 3,47,000 the Omicron driven wave. Incidentally, US is still reporting very high number of cases. So I thank you once again and my best wishes to all of you. And if there is any area where you think that we could in the ministry give a push or help resolve certain glitches, we are always there to help. Thank you.
Now I request Lieutenant Colonel Prabhat Sharma sir, Deputy Director Admin AIMS Jammu, to kindly propose vote of thanks.
Good evening to our honorable guest Shri Rajesh Bhushan, IAS Secretary Health, Government of India, President Professor Y.K. Gupta, AIMS Jammu, and august gathering here, sir, because I'll not take much time, sir. We are really grateful to President and Secretary Health to take out their valuable time and present here for this wonderful occasion and a momentous occasion. Similarly, for Professor Ruben Pillai, he's come all the way from USA, Director IIM, Director IIT, Dr. Ishpal, Dr. Gulabi, Dr. Umar Dawud, who's one of the members of the institute body. So it is an ideal place where all people have gathered, and there cannot be a better occasion to this to celebrate this. So from all, we can have a loud of applause for everyone. Thank you. We look forward for sir to join us more for a longer period next time, sir. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
इन बातों से ये साबित हो जाता है कि पूरा देश जो इस समय निगाह जम्मू कश्मीर के एम्स में लगी हुई हैं, प्रधानमंत्री स्वयं इसको देख रहे हैं, स्वास्थ्य मंत्रालय देख रहा है, और यहाँ के ऊपर राज्यपाल जो आज जम्मू पहुँच गए हैं, उन्होंने बहुत बारीकी से इस हो रही सारी कार्रवाई को देखा और जेल के मीडिया ने एक्सक्लूसिव आपको ये सारा कुछ दिखाया। बस इतना ही। नमस्कार।
For more updates, do subscribe our YouTube channel and don't forget to hit the bell notification icon. And if you are watching this video on Facebook, do follow our Facebook page.